What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Shady Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jug. Guys, today we're talking about DMX, aka Earl Simmons. And you know, DMX, at least in my generation, was one of the more popular rappers, man, especially when I was in high school. And then you would hear DMX barking on the Rough Rider CDs, man. He was going in. I think at the time he was one of the first rappers that I knew that had 2 platinum albums in the same year. Which, you know, that was before the internet was as strong as it is now. I mean, DMX was doing his thing. And, you know, he comes from a troubled childhood, which I'm talking about right now, but he made it to a certain level of prominence in a very competitive industry that we know as hip hop. But at the same time, because a lot of young black men are just like DMX, they make it out in sports, they make it out of talent. Sometimes people that we trust are the same ones that lead us to a downfall. And DMX has had a lot of problems, you know, especially with drug use, in and out of jail, legal issues. I mean, he's just been, you know, animal cruelty, cocaine possession. He's been having a lot of problems, which, you know, and again, recently in 2017, tax fraud. He's had a whole lot of problems. And when we look at the infrastructural problems that he has, it's come down to the fact that the same person that introduced him to hip hop is the same person who handed him a crack-laced blunt. Now, I want to talk about this because I want to read this. This is going to be on a People's Party with Talib Kweli. This is what he said. Take music. I learned that I had to deal with things that hurt me. I didn't really have anybody to talk to. In the hood, nobody wanted to hear that. Talking about your problems is viewed as a sign of weakness, when actually it's one of the bravest things you can do. One of the bravest things you can do is put it on the table, chop it up, and let it out. All right? Then we talked about him, you know, getting the drug use. Take music! He passed the blunt around. I hit the blunt. I never felt like this before. It effed me up. I later found out that he laced the blunt with crack. Why would you do that to the child? He was like 30, and I knew I looked up to him. I want to go back to this whole idea about black men not having anybody to talk to, because that's important also as we deal with the fact that somebody that he trusted did this to him. But the thing about what DMX is saying is that when it comes to black women, if black women have problems, it's totally okay to discuss those problems. And somebody will listen to you. But when you're a black man that has problems, you don't get a lot of help. All right? And when you look at the fact that a lot of black men don't get help, and you have a society that's matriarchal and a lot of things cater to women and not men, this is why you see some of our young men out here hating each other. Our young men out there wanting to kill each other, because a lot of that is just pinned up frustration because nobody wanting to help. And this is why I want to stress that as far as African American men, we have to start giving a listening ear and helping other black men out. We have to do that. Okay, we have to, because the thing about it is that we have so many black men out there that need help, that need assistance. Not only in America, in Africa also. but young black men and black men in general need assistance. Okay? They need to have those issues talked about. Struggles. They need to be helped. But again, a lot of young black men, or black men in general, face a life of problems for the fact that people just give them wrong advice. You know? Now, a lot of times that advice might come from family. It might come from the mom or from a dad. But the thing about it is that a lot of times young black men are just set up to fail. And it's not always the system that's doing that. That's our people that are helping them brothers fail. You know? And that's something that we need to talk about. You know, we need as many successful black men to make it as we possibly can. And for DMX to say that the same person that, you know, as a child, you know, you see it all the times with gang members, you know, telling young boys to do certain stuff, drug dealers, all this stuff. But we got to talk about this. We need to have as many successful black men make it as possible. And if we're not going to give black men the right advice, just don't say nothing at all. Don't deter black men from being successful. Okay? And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of times you're getting a lot of that going on right now. And then when you have a brother that has talent, that he can use his talent, sure. But that talent can't be sustained. Like as much money as DMX probably gotten in opportunities, because he's had that drug problem, he's lost it. You know? Same thing with athletes. We see the same situation. With athletes, what do you see? A lot of brothers make a lot of money, but given the wrong advice, they lose it. They lose it because they don't have the infrastructures to keep it because they've been getting advised the wrong thing. Then when you turn back around and say, well, man, this guy is stupid. How he blow through 100 million? How he blow to 200 million? Listen, man. They was talking to guys they thought they could trust. I remember Simeon Rice. Simeon Rice was a defensive end that was on the Cardinals and also on the Buccaneers. Very good defensive end. He was, you know, one of the better players in the NFL. You know, he had a lot of sacks. He was on that good Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. And he lost a lot of money, like $10 million, and invested in something that one of his friends, you know, he got ripped off. You know? All because he trusted somebody. And that's what happened. A lot of brothers are trying to do the right thing, but then you get somebody that you trust telling you to do the wrong thing or something that benefits them. And this is what you have right here. So guys, you know, I really, really appreciate you for all that you do. It's your boy, Shady Jackson. Back at it again. For another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. It's your boy, Shady Jackson. Check out the Black Men at Perfect t-shirts, guys. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.